Hi, it's Catherine on day 14 of the 30-day video challenge, and I'm literally just videoing this off the cuff because, well, A, I don't have that much time before I have to go to work, but also, something that I saw this weekend just disturbed me a little. What happened was, we were all riding out, me, my other half, and our flatmate. And we went out to our usual haunt, to riding through the countryside, and then we stop off at a local beauty spot so that we can all have burgers and stuff. But when we were there, then there was this other girl. She was part of a group of riders, and I think she was also learning to ride motorbikes as well. But her other half, basically all the men in that group, they were all what we call Power Rangers. They are people who ride the big Japanese sports bikes, and they wear these all leather suits. We call them Power Rangers. And he was one of those kind of people. You know, and most of them are fine, but what he did though was he had taken her pillion, and it clearly got to his head, and he had been riding too fast, riding too dangerously for her liking, and she was really upset. She was crying. The other women in the group were you know, taking her side, but it was just, for me, it was just really upsetting. Not just because it's a young woman crying, but because this is a young woman who was learning to ride herself, and she was so scared that she didn't want to get back on that bike with her other half, and it would have been impossible, you know, if she hadn't have been literally sort of forced back onto the bike. They would have had to have tried to find a way to drive her home, essentially. And I just found it really upsetting, because here was a girl who was trying to learn to ride, and that all just got smashed because her stupid ass boyfriend just couldn't keep it cool, you know. I can understand, okay, I'm a rider as well. I can understand you get excited, you got your other half with you. I can understand that you want to show off, you know, but when this is the effect, I don't know if it's really worth it, you know. And I just found it really upsetting. I suppose the only advice I can really come out with from something like that is, to all you pillion riders out there, or anybody who wants to become a pillion rider, then, you know, you've got to voice up. You've got to find a way. You've got to look after yourself, first and foremost, but then it's worth discussing with the rider you're with a sort of communication, you know. Maybe if they're going to start riding fast, then, you know, maybe they will slap your leg twice or something, or you know, or at least they will show you how fast they are going. You know, they let you look over their shoulder once in a while, or something like that. And if you are going to be a rider taking a pillion, then you've got to bear in mind what the pillion can and can't and won't do. You know, it's a two-way thing. It's not just how you want to ride anymore as soon as you're taking someone else. You've got to be accommodating. And I just found it so sad that here's a girl who's now probably not going to ride. And that just makes me sad. Even 2 days on, it's now Tuesday. Now here's the weird thing. My partner and flatmate, they, you know, they're much more, they can take you know, going a lot faster. They can take going into the bends at higher speeds. They're quite happy to be thrown about and to throw the bike about. You know, that's cool for them. But this girl was probably a bit more like me. I don't like to throw the bike too hard into a corner. I like to make sure that I can make it out the other side okay. You know, I'm not overly keen on speeding, as much as I like a fast acceleration, but I prefer to do that on a straight where nobody's around, or at least, you know, or on a motorway or something. But even then, I don't like to break the speed limit too much. It's, if at all, it's not exactly necessary, and well, Aveline doesn't like it either. So, and clearly this girl is a bit like me. She doesn't want to go as fast. She doesn't want to be thrown into the corner as much, and the thing is, I can't help but wonder how much of the group atmosphere might have contributed to that. If everybody's going fast, you have to keep up to be within the group, you know. But I don't know. Anyway, sorry to be a bit blue, but I just wanted to say, as soon as you've got a pillion, or as soon as you are a pillion, then it's a two-way thing, and it takes two to tango. Please remember that.